We're on a continuation on how to design our molded fascinator base. Now the first thing you do is to gather the end of your the crinoline rather, sorry. Gather the end of the crinoline and tie it up. So this is how I'll tie it up with just a thread. But you ensure you tie it firmly, please. Ensure the tying is very, very firm. So this way, I tie it up. So we will be repeating the same thing on the other side, which is this side. We'll gather it up again. The reason why we are doing that is because this thing loosens fast. See, it's interwoven, so it loses fast. So put it together and also tie it. I'm going several times to keep it firm. So you tie it up. Tie it up and cut off the thread. Now one thing here is this. On this crinoline, it looks like when I bought it, I didn't really pay attention to see the make. There's supposed to be a thin thread on one end like this. I'll try my best to short one crinoline, a crinoline that has that thread. It's supposed to have a thin thread on one end of it, like this. It is that thread I'm supposed to pull to form gathers. But because the thread is not on this crinoline, that's why I'm going to use a needle and thread to run stitches. If not, ordinarily it should not be a needle and thread that will be used to run stitches through it to get the kind of gathers we are looking for. But since what we should use is not available, we are trying to improvise. So on one end of it, I'll just try to endeavor to leave one portion of it down, so that when we are pulling and tying, it will not stress us. So you run stitches to the end. Before I continue, I feel I should tie this. Okay, and you pull one end like this. Pull this end and tie it around this again. Keep it aside. Then this place where we ended our thread just now, you also pull it to meet up with the previous one. You see what we are doing? You pull them all together. So if that thread was to be on it, this is exactly what it will still do for us. So you pull it all together, hold it firmly with this. That's the two edges now. You hold them firmly together and tie it up. Tie it together. Ensure you secure it very firmly. Very, very firmly. This is crinoline. It's not like cotton material or these other materials we use. It is easy to get spoiled because it's just like leather, or how do I call it? It's something that looks elastic, though it's not elastic. But the texture is not something you should joke with when working with it. So you ensure you secure it very firmly. So after securing it, you cut it off. Cut it off from the thread. Try your best to trim off a little of these excesses, carefully in a way that will not affect your tie. And this is how you will get it. You are going to hold this firmly like this and place it on the head of the base we had made earlier. Look, this is where we just cut off. Push it like this, hold it firmly as if you want it to sit down. This is what you get. Now ordinarily you can do this, fix an Alice band here, design this place and wear it like this, but we are using this to design another cap. If not, if you do this exact thing, put some roses, put some feathers, fix an Alice band, it's a fascinator on this one called Queen Olin Fascinator. So that's a bonus class for you. Then what you will now do here is this. This is how it's supposed to sit on the head. So you, first of all, we're supposed to fix our bed cage net before fixing this. The bed cage net is supposed to come as though it wants to cover the face. This is how the bed cage net should come. Just the way you gather something from each end. So this is it. What I will now do is this. So this is what you will do. This is the bed cage net. I don't even know how many inches this is. I didn't measure it, but it's not large. I think it's less than 18, it's less than half. So from this end, this is how it is. But from here, I'll start trying to gather it. I'll start trying to gather it carefully. But you need to be careful about it. I'll be gathering it carefully to this other side. And this is what we'll have. This is how we'll have it. So what I'll do is to tie it. I have to tie it with thread. I'll tie it together with thread. So this is it. We'll tie it up. We'll tie it up and then cut it off. Cut off the thread and possibly the excesses. So what next do we do? We try to fix the bed cage net on the fascinator. So this is how it will come. It's going to come like this. So you take your glue gun. Oh, it has not been on. Okay. We'll be using the glue gun. It has gone cold. Sorry.